I have this random creepy smile on my face. Just waiting to make sure that I see some people in here. Right now, I'm close to being a zombie. I am a ghost right now because I've been up stalking, lurking in the night. So I'm clearly a ghost. Oh boy. Listen, my body's hurting me. I need to go to sleep. All right, this is it. So let's get into it. Um, this won't be long. We're just gonna do a quick just talk about what happened with Elaine tonight. Hey Ryan, thanks for showing up. Jackie, as usual, let me know who is in the chat here with me or who is on the live here with me. All right, so Elaine Thompson here, a season opener, 11.23 seconds. So I like to give backstories before obviously I get into my thought process as it relates to the events unfolding in the race, right? So prior to getting into the race, obviously everybody hyped me up on the live. Hyped me up on the live about Elaine running today. So I was already in that mood, to expect something great. And now thinking back, I'm thinking to myself, you kind of shot yourself in the foot there, you know, not being realistic in your brain, in your mindset, in terms of, what to possibly expect from a first well, not a first run, but it's been a while since she did that 200 meters way back. So yeah, I definitely I was very, very, very hyped up. And as I said, I was lurking through the night. I had some binoculars spying in every little corner I could be spying for any news in relation to Elaine and this race. I swear I've been losing my mind, right? So um lurking, as I said, waiting. I kept refreshing the result sheet, refreshing. And you know how that Jamaica result page go. Them take 10 years to upload the stats. It's the most ridiculous thing. Can I tell you how much I hate that page? But anyway, so I kept refreshing, not getting any information until finally somebody told me, thanks so much for letting me know the information. And then in short order, now you're starting to see the information follow through on Twitter with the 11.23. Then again, I did catch her on a live. No, before that, before I get to that, as I said, I was lurking on Twitter and I saw some a post about her, doing her warm up. And I kid you not, when I looked at that race, she looked really, really good. Not the race, but just that little first, what you don't call that, no. One first little 60 there, so what you do on a little straight when you do your little warm up. I kid you not. If I could show that race right here, right now, I kid you not, nobody would be of the opinion or the view that she looked bad in that race. You know what I mean? So when I saw that, I'm like, okay, she's giving me something. She's gonna give me something. All right, all right, all right, all right. Maybe the kind of bubbly, the kind of excitement isn't a little too much. You know what I mean? Yeah. But still, getting the news now of the time that she run the 11.23, I was a little nonplussed because I was just thinking to myself, that's not what I was expecting with all my hype. Now, realistically, obviously, now I'm back to reality, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's a fine time. She said, as for a bloat, it was fine. She was even saying on the live that as it relates to world championship years, there's some kind of like a devil that's always bothering her during that time, so things are always going bad during this time of the year when it's a world championship year. However, she's here because she believes she can do it. That's the reason she turned up today. She believes that she will be on target come what's it, trials. So this was a good little blowout for her. When it comes to the actual race now, because I'm looking back again to the blowout that I saw, not the blowout would be considered the race, the warm up, sorry, the warm up that I saw versus the race. I have to tell you, it's two different things. I have to be wondering, it's too much things. It's too different. It's two different things that I was seeing. So part of me is kind of thinking into myself if she kind of held back a bit. But you see, because of how Elaine runs, you can never really tell what is going on with Elaine. You know what I mean? Today she'll come out and run 11:3. She did that which year? I swear to you, she did that must be in 2021, right? And then the next time she came out and run, she was in the tens. So I'm just thinking to myself, should I be chalking it up as one of these moments where, by the next time I see her, we'll be seeing her where I want to see her, kind of thing. But then the opposite can happen, obviously, where, this 11-2 may not, drop down to anything remotely close to what we're hoping to see from her. So that there's that in my mind as well when it comes to Elaine. But you know what? As a true lover of the sport, as a true supporter of Elaine Thompson Heroes, or just a true supporter of Jamaican athletics, when our athletes show up to run, we show up to support. You know what I mean? And regardless of whatever I'm seeing right now, yes, I'm hoping that it would be better, but being realistic, I'm like, okay, fine, let's just take it. It's a base. Let's start from there and just keep working. You know what I mean? Let's keep working. The only way from down track is up. As supporters of track and field, so lovers of the sport, we have to show up. We have to show up for our athletes, regardless of the times that they're running. Sometimes it won't be the best, and we just have to turn up. So I turned up tonight. If this was the old me, I'm telling you, I would have gone. I would have gone and hidden away, and you would not have seen me for I don't know when. But I realize I'm actually evolving. The longer I stay on this platform, I'm actually evolving with the sport as well and becoming more understanding and more appreciative of our athletes. So yeah, the run 11.23, she looked good in typical Elaine fashion. The issue that I'm having in my brain is it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks. What can we possibly see in 2 weeks, or what can possibly change in 2 weeks? That's the reality that I'm facing right now. And you're watching me go through all of these emotions. Maybe by tomorrow morning I'll digest everything and start to think about it some more. But no, I'm just thinking, okay, she has 2 weeks. What she has to get it together in 2 weeks. Get together and try to at least get to a 10-8 low to make that team. It's the same 10-8 low that I'm giving everybody. Save the ones that are clearly gonna be in 10-7 shape. It's the same 10-8 low that I'm giving everybody that I'm giving Elaine right now based on this 11-2-3. She has to get there. Can she get there? It's possible. I'm not giving up on her. She's not giving up on herself. She turned up today. She said something along the lines of, if she wasn't gonna be running, she would not turn up. So the mere fact that she's running, she may be able to pull something out in 2 weeks, hopefully. So I'm just hoping for the best. I'm just hoping for the best. Right now, track is all we can do, honestly, is just hope for the best. 11-2-3, 2 weeks away from trials. That's the reality that we're faced with. If I got this 11-2-3 maybe a month ago, maybe I wouldn't be this stressed out. But we're literally 2 weeks away from trials. So I'm definitely 100%, as a matter of fact, it's less than 2 weeks. That's 12 days. Um, so I'm definitely stressed. But again, I'm remaining positive. I'm being supportive. I'm here. We're behind you, Elaine. So let's see what happens in the days or weeks to come. Let's just look at some of these messages here. Hey Ryan, as I said, been anxiously waiting on you to hear what's going on with our girl Elaine. Right now, I'm so stressed out. Laugh my ass off. I know it was something slow because everything was gone off her page. Wanna just hype me up and bust me bubble. Wanna just make me get hype and all the talk about Olympic race and beer something. Y'all shouldn't have told me anything. I swear. If nobody told me anything, maybe I would be more calm. She needs to just rest the sport. Huh? She needs to just rest the sport, to be honest. What does that mean? I'm here. Hey Adrian. Hey Leroy. If Sharika and Shelly there, she could go faster. As I said, I would love to show you. Let me see, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop a link. Hopefully I can find back the race. Dear God. On Twitter. If I, yeah, no, I know I don't know who had it up, I can't even remember right now. But there's somebody that had her warm up, and her warm up looked really, really good. So I'm just wondering, if that's kind of a little sly version of Elaine, because she has done it in the past. The reason why I'm not really leaning towards it so much is because, we're so close to trials, and I'm just wondering, but still, there is a possibility of that. The only way to save her legacy, the real way, I bet her she never run. She said she can get it done. That's why she's here. So we just have to believe. We just have to also believe and support, 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 support. It doesn't make no sense that we come on here and bash the athletes, because I'm sure, they're already beating up on themselves. They don't need it from us. You know what I mean? I was excited to hear some good results about Elaine tonight. It's 11-2-3. It's something that can be worked from. It's something, at least it's not at 11-4 or something, you know what I mean? That 11-2-3 can be worked on, you know what I mean? It's just that at the end of the day, it's 2 weeks. I'm just hoping that in 2 weeks something miraculous will happen. You know what I mean? Give it a break, Elaine, trust me. I said it at the beginning of the season that Elaine will not make the Jamaican team, and that is an insult to other athletes who win to say Elaine is injured. Um, what is your name? Jabal. I'm honestly hearing that, she's not at her best, was not at her best, in terms of injury related. So it's don't be too quick to, as soon as somebody mention an injury, to just throw it out the door, because it's a reality that athletes have to face, and a lot of them give their all for the sport and get nothing in return. The sport is cruel. I've seen a lot of good athletes fall by the wayside because they're consistently hampered with injuries. So don't, please, 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 if an athlete is plagued with injuries, don't come and make it sound as though it's an quote unquote excuse. Okay, that's not a good outlook to have at all. You give up talking, not helping. Shakiri, them time to rule. Shakira's been having a great season. I saw it on Twitter too. I was surprised by the race that followed. I'm still having it in my head that she's working on specific things. Okay, so somebody else saw that workout video, that warm up video. So I'm not thinking crazy thoughts when I'm talking about this particular warm up video. So I wish I could show it here, but you know how these things are with YouTube. As soon as you show something, somebody just randomly run in and start to flag you, and I can't be bothered with the foolishness. So I wish I could show you, but I can't. It is what it is. Too much politics in track and field. As a matter of fact, it's not even a race. Maybe I can pull it up. Give me a second there. Let me see. Let me see who is going to try to attack me over a video. Dear God. Am I shooting myself in the foot tonight? Oh Lord. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Man, if y'all make me get in trouble, if y'all make me get in trouble, dear God. Okay, let me just see if I can share my screen. 1 second. This is not a race, so I hope nobody really comes at me for this. Let me see if I can share the video. Okay, here it goes. Open. All right.
College to the line, 1, 2.
So, did you guys see it? Let me press play again. It went by so quickly.
College to the line, 1, 2.
Okay, I'm assuming that y'all saw what I just shared. So let me stop sharing it now. All right, so that's the video. That's the video. So that's what I saw initially, and I thought to myself, okay, we might be getting a good little time here. We might get a good little time here. So for the 11-2-3, wasn't really expecting a 11-2-3, but then she was saying something along the lines of she felt her legs dropping, which to me didn't really sound like a good sign as well, if she felt her legs dropping. So that is also a little concerning as well. But she has registered for the 100 and the 200 come trials, so she has to be up for it. She has to be up for 6 rounds for sure. So let's see. She has to be fit. Let's see. Let's see. It says too much politics in track and field, Jamaica. I don't know how that comes into this. She will get it together, hopefully. Um, look at the phases of her race today. No, she looked good, but that's the problem. Elaine is te- honestly the best sprinter I've ever seen. Completely flawless, right? And because she's completely flawless in how she executes her race, you don't get any telltale signs of anything. So even when the time is slow, it still looks the same as when the time is fast. So that's the whole point. Her form did look good, and that's what is important. Yes, her form looked good. She is holding back. I'm wondering. True. Okay, let's be honest and be truthful. Elaine needs a real coach. A real coach. All right. Her husband, her trainer, bad decision. She will not get back to her top form. But listen, at the end of the day, Elaine is able to see the results for herself. She will have to make that decision to say, okay, it's not working, let me go elsewhere. You know what I mean? She definitely has to decide that much. But if they believe it's working, then we just have to wait and see the results in it. Elaine generally starts her season at 11-2 something. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know I've seen her do this 11-2 thing already, but so I'm not really concerned about the 11-2 thing. My only thing with this 11-2 is the fact that it's 2 weeks out, from trials. And again, less than 2 weeks out from trials. That's my only thing. Um, I'm not either. Can't get the money you so greedy for if you're not winning. Look here, you need to be paid what you're worth. Um, South Crore. So I don't want to hear any nonsense as it relates to Elaine not accepting whatever stupid dollar they were giving her. Okay? I'm not doing nothing if I'm not getting my worth either. So you can stay there. You see what is going on in this economy? Her husband but change the coach. Keep her husband, but change the coach. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with her as her husband per se. Obviously, it's the coaching side of things that we're talking about. Um, Again, she's just gonna have to decide. In 2 weeks, she would have to run each Saturday. She will not make the team. That's it. Her coach is a novice. Oh, Dan, why are you filling up the chat with so much negativity? She set her mind against world championships. Prayer up. Yeah, we can only support. She's gonna be lucky if she made the team. Oh boy. Why are you so angry with the husband? At the same MVP she was training with when she came fifth 2017 and fourth in 2019. Tell her to get another coach, but stop being jealous of the woman's husband. What are you people even arguing about? Make way for someone else when the door closes. Another when one door closes, another one open. All right. Y'all are way too negative in this chat. I'm gonna skip some of this stuff that I'm seeing here. Did she win the race? Yes, she did. 11.23. She was not running that fast. Yeah, she didn't look like she was. What I saw in the warm up was not what she gave me on the track. So something is a bit fishy. I have to tell you, something is a little fishy with what I saw in that warm up versus what I saw on the track. Um, Hopefully at trials a 10-6 or a 10-7 coming. Look here, right now, me I hope for the minimum, which is the low 10-8s at this point. She has enough time between now and world championships once she makes the team to get her times down. But to make the team, she needs to at least be a low 10-8. I wish her the best, but I really don't think her husband. All right. Elaine is holding back. Trust me. I hope so. I hope so, Brenton. Not giving up on Elaine. She is a champion. Yep. Candy, no, sir, which part all of this negativity come from, dear father? No, sir, sir, me couldn't be one athlete. Can't would that mad me. I love Elaine, but the competition this year is too high for her current form. I'm rooting for her all the way. Um, Yeah, she mentioned something about she was hoping for a 10 time. So I'm not sure what happened. I am not sure what happened there, but I did hear her in a live stream saying that. So Good times will come eventually. Form is important. Yeah, but trials is 2 weeks away. Trials is 2 weeks away. That's what's important. It's 2 weeks away. I hope she can come back next year well rested and improved. She talked about taking time off if she need. She said she will take the time off if she needs to once injured to come back fully fit. But she believes that she can do it. That which is why she's here. So my thought process is well. She says she can do it. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I actually thought she would do some 10-9. Like which month are we in now? So not 2 months. That's when is Budapest? Let's check the exact date. World Championships. Oh, 2023. It's I'm just at the 19th or something. When does it start? 19. At least under 2 months away. Just that smidget under 2 months. It starts the 19th to the 27th. So yeah, roughly 2 months same way. See, me not think abashing, I feel a way to trust me. I hope she will go back to the drawing board, shake my head. Her dry face needs a lot of work, but I'm not giving up on her. Um, oh God, interview 2017 when she lost had nothing to do with injury. We watched the at interview. She had the fastest semi. Page one, stop the gossip and research. Let me have a laugh after this one. Sharon said, I'm praying for you, T. The stress is real. I'm so stressed. It's crazy. She has to run our trials in 2 weeks, bro. If she don't, there's no. She has to go to trials. So we can't even think about world championships before trials. Um, oh God. Well, she said it was a good run. Elaine said it was a good run. Elaine said it was a good blowout. So let's see. To us keep, what they call, I don't even know what to call us. The people that sit down on the internet and criticize races. Let's see. Sharika not winning any. Okay, what is going on with all of this negativity? When I attack Elaine, no, when I attack Sharika. What is going on here? I agree with you that the most talented female sprinter I have ever seen, but she's not the smartest knife in the kitchen. All right. Yeah. Why is it that everything has this underlined, you know, oh God. The sample size is too small. In other words, I don't see enough to form an opinion. I can agree with you on that, but again, the reason why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling is because champs is 2 weeks. Trials is 2 weeks away. You know what I mean? Um, all right, give you an example. Brianna ran 11:04, and I'm saying, okay, I can definitely see her getting down to 10:08 in the 2 weeks. That's shaving, I mean, well, not 200ths of a second, 2/10 of a second of her time. Now, Elaine is all the way over 11 twos. That's shaving 4/10 of her time for her to get to 11 twos. And she's not consistently running. That's what I'm saying. So, and she said, see you in 2 weeks, meaning there's no more running. She's not going to be running anymore after this until she turns up at trials. So, yeah, it's very close to call, too close to call. I'm just hoping for the best. Looks like a world championships will be Julian's own this year. Even with Elaine, not at her best, she still has to pass Shelly, Sharika, Shakiri, and Talu. Yeah. Remember who was coaching her when she was opening her season with 11-2? Yeah, I know, different coaches. Yes, I understand. This strategy is something that she has done before. Let's just still have faith in her. No, that's why I'm here. Again, I'm here to say I saw the race, was expecting more, but guess what? I'm gonna support her nonetheless. And hope that good things are in store for her in the future. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. It's not just to come out here and attack the athletes. Everything is not just going to be as seamless as we're always hoping. Um, she's conserving energy. Well, she hasn't been running, so I don't know which energy she's conserving. She are gonna surprise us. Listen, I would take that. I would take that. I would definitely take that. Trust me. Remember Elaine Walker and what happened to her after leaving MVP. I don't think I can compare two different scenarios. Um, I don't know. She looked like she ran pretty hard and even dipped. Yeah, I saw the dip, but I would like to see what happens in 1 days. Elaine always doing this to us. She is my athlete, do or die. Yeah. Why is Elaine under a microscope about her life decisions, but when others do similar, to find excuses, Lord of mercy. Can we focus on the topic at hand and stop bringing in other athletes that have nothing to do with Elaine running, please? This has nothing to do with Shelly and it has nothing to do with Sharika. I would appreciate it. This is why there's so much negativity when it surrounds these three athletes because you guys are the ones that are dividing them. Stop being divisive. This has nothing to do with Shelly and it has nothing to do with Sharika. T, where did you see this interview? I was watching a live on Trisha McGowan's Instagram. I don't know if she's gonna save it and post it to her page eventually. But yeah, I was catching the last bits of her live when she was interviewing Elaine. Yeah. If Shelly and Elaine fit, we could see some fast times in the 100-meter finals in Budapest. I think regardless, Shelly is gonna run how Shelly runs because I did say before that I don't believe Shelly needs anybody to run fast. Um, I personally believe she will be unbeatable if she goes back to the person who brought. All right. Ta-ta-ta. Now beat a dead horse. Elaine already said she has moved on. But I want to tell herself to find somebody else, but she's not going back to where she's coming from. I agree with you. I don't know what's happening here. She looks like she ran hard, even dipped. Yeah, I saw the dip. Definitely saw the dip. But again, what I saw in the warm up didn't look like what I saw in the race. So I'm in two minds about it. Two minds. We have seen the best of Elaine. It was fun. Oh wow. Elaine won't make the team. You guys actually really believe she will find form in 2 weeks? Delusional to think that. Most athletes' first rate in track and field is not about time, it's about relaxation and execution. She said it was a good blowout again. So maybe there's something in store that we're not sure of. So let's see what happens in 2 weeks. She looks smooth to me. It's just a blowout, similar to the first run in the World Championships. Which three women in Jamaica can beat a healthy Elaine? We're not really worried about a healthy Elaine. We want to know if this is a Elaine back to her best. That's the thing. This year will be Sharika and Shelly on show. Alfred will be dangerous as he reaches to coming fourth if she makes the team. Right now, okay. Right now we've only seen three people that really look good. No, four if you put in Julian. So we've seen Sharika, we've seen Talon, we've seen Shakiri. Those are the athletes that have dipped into 10.7s and looked absolutely phenomenal. Then there's Julian Alfred with her 10.80, I think 3 or 2, one of them. That's right behind. Of course, there's everybody else in the rest of the world. So from me, those three have separated themselves from everybody else. We're assuming that Shelly is gonna come out at her best. So she's also thrown into the pile as it relates to, the top guns. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in a few weeks. In a few weeks, we'll see. We will have no choice but to accept reality in a few weeks anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's not beat a dead horse over what she has done. She has decided to do that. It is what it is. Elaine's always dip running fast or running slow. Not necessarily, but yeah, I can say that she once she's executing and obviously practicing her full run, then she does dip. I agree to a certain sense. Wish her all the best, but I have always said her whirlwind departure from MVP. Oh Lord, you see when you guys get one side of the story, it's always quick to talk. You're always quick to talk. You know what I mean? Stop using one narrative. There's always MVP side, Elaine side, and there's always the truth. And this truth is someplace right smack in the middle. What we keep hearing, or what most of you hear, is the MVP side because Elaine refuses to say anything. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, enough of it, okay? I agree. Something is fishy. Elaine always surprised. She always triumphs. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. Nobody is giving up on her, and I don't think anyone is attacking her. We're just keeping it real. Uh, when you start to say she's not the sharpest knife in the kitchen and or whatever you were saying, yeah, that's a bit much. Et will do well. Um, Julian Alfred is nowhere close to Shakiri. Yeah, I agree. Um, Frana has a strategy you all need to observe. Da, da. The MPP fan pages, there are so many athletes at MVP who never made a semifinals at trials. You know much athlete they're MVP? I think those athletes need serious coaching or attention too because um we be seeing the same thing at trials. Come, Danisha, give it to them. But anyway, I really don't want to focus on any negativity, honestly. Um, your analysis is poor. She's not competing, doesn't mean she hasn't been running, as in training consistently. What I'm hearing is that she hasn't been quote unquote training consistently because she's had some hiccups along the way. So there that goes for whatever you're saying here. As it relates to what she has done tonight, I am concerned about whether or not she's gonna be ready in 2 weeks. I think that's a valid opinion. If you don't like that, sure, form your own. She started to slow and run on. I am not worried. LOL. She's a Thompson. If Thompson could have saved everything, Lord have mercy. Me want Colleen tea. Look, you don't see the time of night. Look here. Um, yeah, too much toxicity. For Sharon, then Shirley, then Elaine, then Sherika. No, it's Tina. Elaine could not stay and she cannot go back. I don't see Herah Medellin at Okay, let's not jump to Budapest. Let's focus on 2 weeks. 2 weeks we have 2 weeks. Um, I honestly can't stand. Okay, why are we still arguing about? I will keep praying for Elaine, man, crying man. I am listening to you because of the collaboration the other day. I definitely not impressed. Oh, cry me a river, my opinion. As if you think I care. Uh, 11-2 is good then for someone not in training. May go NYC Grand Prix. Um, I was just glad to see her on the track. One little non-competitive race after a long layoff is not worth the stress. She wasn't pushing because there wasn't any competition though. All right, so that is it as it relates to my Elaine take. First initial raw emotions as it relates to the race. Wanted more, for sure, because there's only 2 weeks away. However, I'm keeping in my mind what she said. She said it was a blowout first run. She said it was a good first run. So I can only take that as a positive to say there is more in store. So I can expect something, for trials in 2 weeks. That's what I'm thinking. She did say that she'll be back in 2 weeks. So we're definitely seeing her at trials. So, she's entered into all 6 races. So she has to be fit to be able to handle 6 rounds. That's for sure. That's for sure. So I was thinking when she said she felt her knees dropping, when you're executing on your high knee or whatever you're doing. She said she felt her knees dropping kind of thing. So that for me it made my ear raise. But at the same time, I'm like, all right, she said it was a good blowout. Let's see what happens in 2 weeks. The only thing we can do again is just support, 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 support. That's all. Um, Elaine seemed to be struggling a bit. I think she can get down to 10-9 for trials. 10-9 is not good enough. Just saw the race. It looks like a prep school race. I'm not stressing. Do see her beating Brianna at trials. I want Brianna to get down to 10-8. I want Elaine to get down to 10-8 if they're going to challenge for a spot. Everybody save. Shelly is already booked on. Then again, Shelly's not going to be in the 100. Sherika, in my opinion, is going to do what Sherika has been doing all season, which is do well in the 100 meters. I don't know if anybody else is on the cusp of breaking into 10-7. I'm talking of the new girls. So because I don't think anybody's at that level yet, I'm thinking a good 10-8 is the base for everybody else that's trying to get into Kemba, Sasha Lee's, Natalia's, the Janelles. Everybody has to get into 10-8. So Brianna has to get into 10-8 to your question. Brianna has to get into 10-8 and Elaine has to get into 10-8. Whoever runs the fastest 10-8 will be a part of the team. That's how I'm looking at it right now. She will be okay. I have faith in Elaine. Yeah, no, I support her 100%. I'm just a little stressed out. That's honest. That is honest. That is just honest. 10-5 is not an easy time. She will be okay. Let's see. There was no competition there. Yeah, I agree that there was no competition there as well, but you have to execute your race regardless of whoever's in the race. You know what I mean? Similar to what I was saying about Shelly being able to execute a race regardless of who is in the race. I want the same thing for Elaine as well. When you're of that caliber, you need to start doing things regardless of who is around you. You know what I mean? We're not against Elaine, just being realistic. Fact, she continues to disappoint after leaving MB. She won a bronze medal last year. Let me just remind you. And if Elaine won gold, it means she'd have displaced Shelly and she would have displaced Sherika. You understand what I'm trying to say? So be grateful for what you got. You got a gold in Shelly, you got a silver in Sherika, and you got a bronze in Elaine. What more do you want? Like, come on, people. What more do you want? Somebody had to win, somebody had to take silver, and somebody had to take bronze. Please don't talk about Elaine and Brie in one breath. Both ladies will be fine. Wait till trials. All right. Sharon has put her foot down. All the MVP group is always negative towards Elaine since she became the double Olympic champion and none of their favorites. Jamaica, stop trying to tell a person how to plan their lives. Herah will make the team. I don't see anyone beating her besides Sherika and Brianna Williams in the 100 meter plus. Kemba is not running good, so Herah will get third place. Okay, there are quite a few other girls knocking on the door, so yeah. Elaine has experience. She'll know how to turn up when it matters. Support. Yeah, that's all we can do. Support our athletes. So TXT Tap Jam, do you think 11-2-3 was relaxed? What I saw, all right, again, let me reiterate what I said. What I saw in her warm-up gave me a good indication that she could do something around a 10-8, 10-9-ish, right? However, when the race was run, she ran 11-2-3. It's hard for me to tell exactly what kind of effort Elaine puts in based on how she runs, right? Now, I did see the dip. I didn't get any kind of push from the blocks. Like I didn't see any intensity. I didn't feel sometimes you can feel the intensity of a race. I didn't feel that intensity. It just felt like she was going through the motions. So on one breath, I'm wondering, is she hiding her hand per se to say, okay, I'm waiting until trials in 2 weeks to really show you what I have? Because right after that, she was saying, it was a good blowout. It was a great race. I'll see you in 2 weeks. I'm ready. That kind of thing. That's what she was saying. So if 11-2-3 was so bad, she wouldn't be saying, oh, it was a good race. I'll see you in 2 weeks. I'm ready. That kind of thing. So again, whilst I'm looking at 11-2-3 face value to say, that's cutting it way too close for trials in 2 weeks. On the other hand, she's saying she's gonna be ready. So maybe there's something else that's happening there as well. So I'm just giving you everything I'm thinking, based on everything that I watched and saw and heard. You know what I'm saying? She really didn't look like her mind was in the race. She was running like she wasn't too interested. Yeah, I didn't feel the intensity. Like you can see, you sometimes I can feel how intense an athlete is. But I didn't feel it. It just felt like she was just going through the motions. What about Tina? Yeah, I think I talked about Tina. Tina is definitely in there in the runnings as it relates to making the team. Those girls that I said are getting into 10-8. I definitely see her as one of those athletes as well. I haven't really seen her, but with the mere fact that Steven didn't give her a fail safe, is telling me that something special is probably brewing. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Why people acting like MVP is the only good track, Cam? All right, we don't talk about MVP and the decision. The decision is done set in stone. Elaine might be in danger because she doesn't have enough races in her legs to be sharp. I hope she proves me wrong. Yeah, the 2 weeks is throwing my brain. It's throwing my brain for a whirlwind because all right, let me tell you what this 2 weeks is doing to my brain. It's doing to my brain what Shelly did to my brain in 2021 when her first race she came out running 10:6. It's 2021 or 2022, whichever year. And my brain did this. I said, "Is this possible?" So you spinning my brain for a loop. I have to now start recalculating and reassessing everything to see if it's even possible. Watching, if in the weeks to come to see what's going to happen. You know what I mean? But the problem is I only have 2 weeks, so there's no watching to see, watching to happen any at all. It's just she's gonna turn up to the trials and give us what she has. You know what I'm saying? Elaine clearly knows what she's doing. Her program is going to plan. Okay. Any comments on Kemba's progression? Um, Kemba was behind Brianna in that race running. I think it was 11:9 or 11:8. Again, I think at the time I recall saying for Kemba that I was hoping that her times would be lower because again, in my opinion, you're going to start seeing signs from athletes, for what to expect come trials. You know what I'm saying? Her start wasn't giving me the firing start that Kemba start usually gives me. I did appreciate what I saw in the end of her race. She was coming back. So hopefully she can also get back into 10:8s for trials. And again, once an athlete, in my opinion, a Jamaican athlete can get into 10:8s, they can challenge. You know what I'm saying? If they can get there, they can challenge. Um, Unknown, you are not for Elaine. Why do you? Okay, what the hell? I mean, I had no idea that there were so many people that didn't like Elaine. What is going on here? Maybe she was working on execution. Maybe. Let's see what happens at trials. Maybe that's where she wants to show us she can make the team. Hopefully. Hopefully, hopefully, oh, hopefully. She was not running very smooth. Oh no, sorry. She was running very smooth. I agree. Elaine is always tough to judge. I agree. I won't overreact, but trials is coming. Trials are coming very, very fast. So because she's hard to judge, it's hard to say exactly what this 11-2 means. Um, let's say, all right, let me put it this way. If Sherika or Shelly had come out running 11-2, then I would have full-fledged panicked. You know what I'm saying? But like seeing it from and they gave me like a full run how they usually run, then I would have full-fledged panicked. But seeing it from Elaine, because she's so elusive in how she runs and she's hard to judge a lot of times, it's hard to say what this really means. If this means, she's done and dusted, or if it means nothing and come trials, everything will be good. You know what I'm saying? But again, the only thing we can do is wait. It's a short 2 weeks anyway. It's gonna come really quick. Um, use her warm up to judge her like sorry. Use her warm up to judge her. This is like a training run. She said she is okay, T. Come on, stop worrying. Look here, it's like you're beating a dead horse, So when it comes to me and track and field, I take this seriously. Okay, there's no such thing. I'm gonna be worrying all the way back to next to the sixth. Okay, so don't beat a dead horse. Um, what is Tina doing? Tina is going to be showing up for trials for sure, and she's going to be running the 100 and 200. We're expecting good things. She'll be fine. I believe she will work her way into form at trials. Hopefully, 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 hopefully. Tina will be running 10-8, hopefully as well. That's a challenge time for a spot for sure. Um, might Shelly might run 10-6 in her first race. Shelly's not running the 100 meters at trial, she's running the 200 meters. So we're yet to know when exactly she's opening her season for the 100. So far, yeah. What I really want to know, does it matter whether an athlete opened their season in January as opposed to June? That puzzles me. Before Okay, let's put it this way. Before this new age that we're experiencing, seeing athletes either start their season run blazing fast and continue that throughout, or watch athletes come out and just turn up to their trials, like a Sydney, and completely dominate and still make the team, go to work, break world records, in fact, then go to world championships and also continue breaking world records. Before this new age, I think people were off the consensus. Especially when we watch how Jamaican coaches tailor their training. It's always to get the athletes to gradually get better, right? So because we have that base in our mind of athletes gradually getting better, so we understand that you need races to gradually show that improvement. So yes, in a certain sense that there's a difference between starting your season in January as opposed to June. However, in this new realm that we're in, seeing athletes just come out and run fast times, it's hard to really say. It really is hard to say. But if we're thinking of old days, and old days is not that far away. I mean, that was just maybe 2021-ish, when we were seeing people doing what we were used to seeing them doing. But nowadays, things are different. Things are different, and you just have to adjust your thought process along with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm definitely concerned about her, especially after this race, wishing her the best regardless. Me as well. The trials will be 3 races, which will be in her favor. Yeah, she can use each race to get sharper. I agree. I agree. Um, but at but she opens with 11:25 and not 12:01. Some girls never run past 11. Okay. I mean, Elaine is a 10:54 sprinter. Yeah. 11:21, 11:2 is not what we want. And that's real. How many heats do you run at trials? 3 races. So you have heat, semi and finals. Okay, and some events, maybe like I've seen in the past, like our 200s, the field is not, we don't have that many athletes entered, so you may get only 2 rounds. But for the 100, it's always 3 rounds because we have a plethora of people there. That's for sure. Um, Elaine just want to qualify. Once Elaine qualify, everyone is dead. Yeah, she definitely wants to qualify, but to qualify, there's a base. In my mind, 10:08 is a good base time for what we should be expecting the rest of the field that is capable of, So again, let's see what happens. Boy, all I can say right now, trials will tell us what kind of shape the athletes are really in. I don't think anyone will show up just to run. They will be coming to meet the team. Agreed, agreed, agreed. Elaine runs better in a run, so I won't be so hard on her in this one-off race. Agreed as well. So what about So what about what Oral Tracy said about Elaine peeping over the fence? It sounded like she was struggling in training, so I don't even know what to believe at this point. Oral Tracy said that he peeped over the fence and Elaine is not looking good and Elaine is not going to be coming out for the rest of the season. So the mere fact that we see Elaine on the track, tells us that she is, whatever he peeped and saw is not necessarily the case, because clearly we're seeing her running. So yeah, and she's even spoke to something along the lines of, if she wasn't good, she wouldn't turn up. She would just take the time to get to heal and get better. But the mere fact that she's here, she's ready to run. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Um I've seen people run crappy all season and show up at trials and make the team. I think only one person that comes to mind that has a less than, you'd say subpar because of his caliber, but will still make the team, and that's Johan. So during the season, you won't see, these super, super fast times, but when he turns up to trials, he's definitely ready. I'll definitely say that about Johan. I can't see that about anybody else right now. I mean, the current crop of people, yeah, no, I don't see anybody else in the current crop of people that does that from a Jamaican perspective. Maybe it happens overseas, but and then again, happens overseas where? In which trials? There's no way. I don't see no trials nowhere where nobody runs scrappy and turn. Okay, there's one other person I can think of. what's her name that runs the 100-meter hurdles for the United States? Andre DeGrasse's either wife or girlfriend, whichever one she is. She turns up. She will literally run a few short races and be ready when trials comes. You know what I'm saying? She's one of those type of people. She's overweight. Elaine didn't look big. Talu, Sharika, Shakiri are looking really impressive so far. Yes, they are. She came from behind and win practice run. I didn't see the side on shot like that. I saw the angle was pretty much, kind of front onish until she passed the camera. So it was hard to tell. The angle of these cameras are not so good as well when it comes to judging these races. So it is what it is. Elaine won 6 races last year under her husband after leaving MVP while making money for herself. Why are we back to this? I thought Shelly was done with the 200 meters. That would be crazy, and I'm glad she's not. She's world class. Um, Truth to be told, Elaine Thompson Herah, for the first time in her career, looks like she's not going to make the Jamaican team. It's going to be tough, but I'm hoping that she'll pull through. Um, Elaine wouldn't go to trials if she prepared and sure that wasn't prepared and sure that she has this in the bag. She knows what she is. Wait, she knows she is going to Budapest. She says she is ready based on what she was doing. She said it was a good blowout run. So again, let's see what happens in 2 weeks. 2 weeks is short. It's gonna come up on us really quick. A few sprint workout for her, and she could be sharp for trials. Yes, because all of these athletes will be going back to do the same thing to get sharp for trials. So I'm expecting the same thing for Elaine. I'm just hoping for the best. You know what I'm saying? Um, I remember Obadiah Thompson saying his camp intentions leading up to Sydney Olympics was to medal and not to run blistering times in races. All was going to plan, then he got injured. Whoa. Yep, yep, yep. Injuries can derail you. Derail you, derail you, derail you. I'm not concerned with Talu. In what sense? You're not threatened by her? From a Jamaican perspective, is that what you're saying? I think she's a threat. I think she's done with track. She's just going through the motion. Talu getting fourth again. Lord of mercy. Or Talu is a big deal. Talu is a big threat. Come on, don't underestimate these athletes. Or Tracy did not say she will not run for the rest of the season. What did he say? Please remind me, cause I watched that video. Kemba did that. What did Kemba do? Um, Adis, okay, no, we're not gonna be doing this. We're not gonna be fighting. After the race, she walked away like Merlin Otis, so I'm not worried. She's fit. Yeah, man, she's definitely fit. Look here, you see that warm up? That warm up that Elaine was doing told me a different story. I keep telling you, the warm up told me a different story from what the race told me. I'm conflicted. On one hand, the warm up told me something good was coming. Then the race happened, and I'm like a little nonplussed. I'm like, that's not what I was expecting based on the warm up, that kind of thing. So I'm in two minds about it for sure. The name Aura, Lord God, we're not we're not going there. Our women 100-meter field is stacked, but I think that Kerika would do good in that field as well. Oh yeah, I forgot about her. During Racers Grand Prix, I heard that she did intend to enter both the 100 meters and the 100-meter hurdles for trials. I don't know if that's still the case right now. For Karika, considering that she pulled up in that race. But if she enters, she's also a strong contender as well, because as you know, she's a very, very strong 100-meter athlete. I think her PB still stands at 11:16 from last year. Still a fantastic athlete. Can't wait to see what she does this season. I had her breaking the world junior record in that, race at Racers Grand Prix. It didn't materialize. Once she comes to trials and she's fully fit, I expect it to go. Yeah. Elaine ran subpar in 2019 in the World Championships heats. I remember the commentators saying maybe she's keeping her powder dry, but she was not. What you're seeing from Elaine now is what she has to give. She's not an enigma. Not a good start. She planned this race. She also have the Merlinati walk. LOL, she's super fit. I don't know what this means, Basil. Good night, Sharon. Thank you for joining. Chuckies, I'll be leaving you in 5 minutes. I'm spending 1 hour exactly. Yeah, because I've been bleaching on this and I still need to go and rest my back that my cat's destroyed. To be honest, it's Jackson that everyone it's Jackson and then everyone else. I think whoever wants it the most after Jackson, there is no standout. Right. Based on what I'm seeing so far, it's Sharika Jackson and then everybody else. So that's why I keep saying if they can make it into 10-8, then they have a shot at challenging for a place on the team. Elaine is giving me anything right now to tell me that she'll run lower than 10-8. Maybe I'll be surprised. Come trials, I'll take the surprise. Trust me, I'm always here for a surprise. But for now, 10-8 is it for me. For everybody else, not Sharika. Elaine race today was pretty interesting. Saw the video. Looked like she struggled out. The blocks came back though. She will need to go faster. She'll need to get faster. Yeah, I didn't really see the starts like that because of the video I watched, that is. So can't really say. Talu is a big threat. She is tired of fourth place and wants to be in the medals, but she is running good times. She can create an upset as far as me see it. It's anyone's race. Yep, it's Talu is a big threat this year for sure. Remember Elaine got beaten with 11-3-0 in the rain in Luzerne last year. This wasn't rainy, so I don't understand why the 11-3 time. I expected an 11-0-6. I hope she is well. I just hope she's well. Yeah, let's pray something might be on. I mean, right now, why can't she break 10.75 since she's training with her husband? What did she run last year? 10.79, that was her fastest. Does running a lot during the season debilitates an athlete before a championship as opposed to one who doesn't run a lot? Um, it's different depending on who is coaching them, in my opinion. We've seen athletes again run the whole season, but they're taking their time and using those races to get sharp. So it's not quote unquote, they're not overworking themselves. And they gradually get faster going into their trials, hopefully make their team and head off to whatever championships. While you have some people that just come up blazing fast from the get go, and then before by them trials, then burn up and have nothing more to give. Not necessarily their trials, but by the world championships of that year or the championships of that year, they don't have nothing more to give. So it all depends on the coach, in my opinion. So whatever the coach is having them do, dictates, how their season ends up. I love that we have these young female athletes for senior trials. Yes, we have quite a few of them. I'm very impressed. No Jamaica outside of Sharika and Shelly trying to make the team. Cannot beat Elaine on her worst day, so I won't even be worried about others. Talu can't handle rounds. Stop talking about Talu of the past. Maybe her brand Puma needs to comment. Elaine is not doing it for oh. Just support her and put down the negative stuff. Okay. Um, you mean why can't she run faster than 10-8 since her husband is all right. Okay. Whew, that's it. What is that? It's fat. I have a little over a minute left. All right, so trackies, that was it. That was Elaine's race, opening. Well, not opening race. Why do I keep saying opening race? Yeah. Then again, it's her first 100. Right. Okay. So it's her first 100 meters of the season. 11:23. She said it was a good blowout for her. Look to see her at trials. She's gonna turn up and she's gonna turn up ready. So we're here, we're waiting to see, and of course we're being supportive of her. I'm just gonna take this last comment and then that's that. Looking forward to seeing the men do well this season. Akeem Blake and Civil are great contenders. Yes, I believe so as well. 10-6 is required for a female to win the 100 meters this year. Elaine is probably keeping herself for Paris. Elaine needs to make the team. That's the first thing. Okay, Trackies, thank you so much for joining. This was very impromptu, just jumping on the live and talking, and you guys still showed up and supported. Thank you so very much. Please like the stream before you guys go. I see 161 of you guys here, so please hit up that like button. Thank you so much for the support. As usual, have a wonderful night. I don't think I'm doing a live tomorrow because I'm too tired. Honestly, I'm just really tired. And my back is hurting me, and I'm gonna rest it. So that's what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow. But Monday is gonna be a you're gonna get continuous videos because we're rolling out. Looking into trials. We'll be talking about the events. So that's what we'll be doing. I can't wait to discuss that with y'all. I'm excited about it. Yeah, I'm a little annoyed today or on this stream, obviously, because you have been testing me when it comes to this negativity. So don't test me on these streams. Thank you. Now, with that said, mwah, happy night. I'll see you on Monday. Bye bye.